All right, guys, let's talk straight. If your mornings aren't what they used to be, and I think we all know what I'm talking about here, you need to hear this. You're already drinking coffee every morning, right? What if I told you that adding a few simple things to that cup could actually help with blood flow, energy, and yes, those morning situations that used to be a lot more reliable? I'm Dr. Sophie Bernard, and I've spent over 10 years as a urologist helping men navigate these issues. I've seen thousands of men struggle with these problems, and honestly, sometimes the best solutions aren't in the medicine cabinet. They're in your kitchen cupboard. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what to add to your coffee to turn it from a wake-up drink into something that truly supports your performance all day long. And before you think this is some alternative woo-woo nonsense, know that everything I'm sharing today is backed by real research, peer-reviewed studies, not internet rumors. But more importantly, these are things that real men in my practice have been using successfully for years. Listen, coffee's great. It gets your blood pumping, wakes you up, gives you that mental edge. But here's the deal. Regular coffee gives you that spike and crash. Your heart races a bit, then you're reaching for a second cup by 10 a.m. And while it temporarily boosts circulation, it doesn't do anything for the underlying issues that really matter. After 50, your testosterone drops, your blood vessels get less flexible, and that quick caffeine hit is like putting a Band-Aid on a broken pipe. What we need to do is transform that coffee into something that actually addresses what's going on in your body. Same morning routine, but now it's working for you in ways that truly matter. Think of it like this. You wouldn't put regular gas in a Ferrari, would you? No. Well, after 50, your body needs premium fuel, not just the basic stuff. And the beauty of this is that you can upgrade your coffee with things you probably already have in your kitchen or can grab for a few bucks at any supermarket. First up, cinnamon. And I'm not talking about dumping half the container in there, just a quarter teaspoon, maybe half if you like the flavor. But here's the thing. Not all cinnamon is created equal. You want Ceylon cinnamon if possible, not the regular cassia cinnamon from the supermarket. Ceylon has lower levels of coumarin, which matters if you're using it daily. Coumarin can be tough on your liver in high doses. Here's why cinnamon is so important. It's basically nature's blood sugar regulator. Studies show it can lower blood sugar by up to 29%, and blood sugar control is huge for erections. When your blood sugar spikes and crashes all day, it slowly damages those tiny blood vessels that supply your penis. Vessels thinner than a human hair. They're the first to go when blood sugar gets out of control. High blood sugar causes something called glycation. Basically, your blood turns syrupy and clogs your vessels. It's like sandpaper on your arteries. Cinnamon has compounds called polyphenols that improve all this, keeping your levels stable, which means better blood flow where it counts. But here's what's really cool. Cinnamon also has this warming effect that relaxes blood vessels through something called vasodilation. You know that feeling when you eat something spicy and feel warm all over? Similar idea, but gentler. The compound responsible is called cinnamaldehyde, and it actually helps your body produce nitric oxide, the same molecule Viagra works on. Guys tell me they feel steadier energy all day when they add cinnamon to their coffee. No jitters, no crash, just consistent strength. One patient, Pierre, a 58-year-old entrepreneur, told me it was the difference between needing a nap after lunch and powering through the afternoon at work. Plus, it makes your coffee taste like it came from a fancy cafe. If you've ever had Mexican or Middle Eastern coffee, you know that coffee-cinnamon combo is centuries old. Those cultures figured out the benefits long before we had studies to prove it. Next, cocoa powder. Not the sugary hot chocolate stuff, but real, unsweetened cocoa powder. The kind so dark, it's almost black. Just a teaspoon mixed into your coffee. And here's what happens. Cocoa is loaded with flavonoids, specifically epicatechin and catechin. the same compounds that make dark chocolate healthy, but without all the sugar and calories. These flavonoids do something crucial. They boost nitric oxide production. If you don't know nitric oxide, it's basically the master switch for erections. It's the signal that tells your blood vessels to open wide and let the blood flow. When you're young, your body pumps out tons of nitric oxide. After 50, production drops by about half. The more nitric oxide you produce, the easier and firmer your erections get. And cocoa is proven to increase it naturally. A study in the Journal of Hypertension showed that men who consumed cocoa daily had blood flow improvements comparable to some medications, but without the side effects. About a 30% improvement in flow-mediated dilation, which is medical jargon for how well your arteries open up. It also does something interesting to your mood. Cocoa contains compounds called anandamides, the same chemicals your body produces when you're in love. It literally makes you feel good. There's also phenylethylamine, a natural antidepressant. So you're not just supporting physical performance, you're getting your head in the game too. And let's be honest, half of performance is mental. Another benefit nobody talks about. Cocoa is loaded with magnesium, which is crucial for testosterone production and muscle function. Most men are deficient in magnesium, and this is an easy way to get more. Taste-wise, it turns your coffee into a mocha without the sugar bomb. If it's too bitter at first, add a tiny bit of stevia or monk fruit, natural sweeteners that won't spike your blood sugar. Now, maca powder. This one's interesting. It's been used in Peru for thousands of years, and they call it nature's Viagra. But it doesn't work like Viagra at all. Instead of forcing blood flow for a few hours, maca actually helps your body produce more of its own hormones naturally. Maca grows at 4,200 meters in the Andes in conditions where almost nothing else survives. That harsh environment makes the plant incredibly resilient and packed with nutrients. 19 amino acids, vitamins C and E, calcium, zinc, iron, magnesium, and unique compounds called macaines and macamides that you won't find anywhere else. Studies on maca are pretty impressive. A 2009 study showed that men taking 2.4 grams daily, about a teaspoon, for 12 weeks, reported significant improvements in desire and performance. Another study found it improved sperm production and motility. But here's the thing. It's not a stimulant. It's what's called an adaptogen, meaning it helps your body adapt to stress and maintain balance. What makes maca special is that it seems to work on the hypothalamus and pituitary gland, the master controllers of your hormonal system. It doesn't add hormones to your body. It helps your body make more of its own. That's why the effects build over time, rather than hitting you all at once. A teaspoon gives your coffee a slightly nutty, almost caramel-like flavor. Some guys say it tastes like malted milk. Some love it, others need to get used to it. Pro tip: yellow maca is the mildest in flavor. Red maca is supposed to be better for prostate health, and black maca is considered best for energy and stamina. I usually recommend starting with yellow. Most men notice a difference in energy and desire within 2 to 3 weeks. Not overnight, but a real, lasting improvement. The best part about maca is that it's not just for erections. Men report better workouts, clearer thinking, and just feeling more like themselves. One of my patients, Jean-Marc, a 54-year-old teacher, said it was like someone turned the lights back on. Everything felt sharper and more focused. Lastly, ginger. Fresh grated ginger or even ginger powder. This stuff is like rocket fuel for your circulation. It contains compounds called gingerols and shogols, which are powerful anti-inflammatories. They open up blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and, listen to this, studies show ginger can actually boost testosterone levels by protecting your testicles from oxidative stress. I know that sounds weird, but think about it. Your testicles are constantly under attack. Heat from sitting all day, pressure from tight clothing, oxidative stress from normal metabolism, environmental toxins. The temperature in your testicles needs to be 2 to 3 degrees cooler than your body temperature for optimal function. When they get too hot or stressed, testosterone production drops. Ginger helps protect them and keep them functioning properly. A 2012 study showed a 17.7% increase in testosterone after 3 months of daily ginger supplementation. Another study found improvements in sperm count and motility. Researchers think it works by boosting luteinizing hormone, which signals your testicles to produce more testosterone. In your coffee, ginger adds a warm, spicy kick. Not overwhelming, just enough to wake up your whole system. It's like the difference between a gentle alarm clock and a fire alarm. It gets you going without the shock. Start with a 1/4 teaspoon of powder or a thin slice of fresh ginger, about the size of a coin. Fresh ginger has more volatile oils for an immediate circulation boost, while powder is more concentrated in active compounds for long-term benefits. I usually recommend fresh in the morning for that wake-up effect, but powder works great if you're prepping meals or traveling. A word of caution: ginger can be intense for some people. If you have a sensitive stomach, start small or take it with food. It can also slightly thin your blood, so if you're on blood thinners, talk to your doctor. But for most men, it's incredibly safe and has been used medicinally for over 5,000 years. Now, you're probably thinking, do I have to turn my kitchen into a chemistry lab every morning? No. Here's how to make this work in real life. Start with one addition. Just one. Try cinnamon for a week. See how you feel. Then maybe add cocoa the next week. You don't need all 5 every day. In fact, that might be too much. Here's the lazy version that still works. Buy pre-ground cinnamon and cocoa. Keep them in a jar by your coffee maker and add a spoonful to your cup. Done. It takes 5 seconds. Or grab a good maca powder and just add that. Simple. If you want to get fancy, here's my weekend power coffee. Brew your usual coffee. Toss it in a blender with a teaspoon of coconut oil, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of cocoa, and a small piece of fresh ginger. Blend for 30 seconds. It's like a health coffee drink that actually does something for your body. Don't overdo it. More isn't better here. Loading your coffee with all 5 ingredients on day 1 will give you digestive issues and probably turn you off the whole thing. Start small and don't expect miracles. If you have serious medical issues, diabetes, heart disease, whatever, this won't cure you. See your doctor. This is about optimization, not medication. Don't use the sugary versions. Sweetened cocoa powder, candied ginger, cinnamon sugar. That defeats the whole purpose. We're trying to help your blood sugar, not spike it. And don't give up after a week. Your body's been running one way for decades. It needs time to adjust and respond to new inputs. Give it at least a month before deciding if something's working or not. Here's what I want you to do. Pick one ingredient. I'd suggest starting with cinnamon because it's easy and most people like the taste. Add a 1/4 teaspoon to your coffee every morning for the next 30 days. That's it. Week 1, just cinnamon. A 1/4 teaspoon every morning. Notice how you feel. Week 2, add cocoa if you're feeling good. A teaspoon with the cinnamon. Week 3, try maca 3 times that week. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Week 4, experiment with either coconut oil or ginger, whichever sounds more appealing. Keep track of how you feel. Energy levels, mood, morning situations, performance, workouts, whatever matters to you. Use your phone's notes or a piece of paper on your fridge. Rate your energy from 1 to 10 each day. Note anything unusual, good or bad. I bet you'll notice enough of a difference to want to keep going and experiment more. Most men who try this for a month end up making it a permanent part of their routine. And if you really want to go for it, try my 3-ingredient starter combo: cinnamon, cocoa, and maca every morning for a month. Total cost, maybe €15 for all 3. The potential upside? Feeling like yourself again. Gentlemen, you don't have to accept decline as normal. Your morning coffee can be a daily dose of natural support for everything that matters to you. These aren't exotic ingredients. You can get them at any supermarket. They're not expensive, they don't taste bad, and they're backed by science and thousands of years of traditional use. So tomorrow morning, when you're making your coffee, think back to this conversation. Think about how you have the power to upgrade your day with just one addition to your cup. Your body is still capable of incredible things. Sometimes, it just needs the right fuel. Let me know in the comments what you're currently putting in your coffee. I'm curious to hear what you guys are already doing. And if you try one of these, come back and tell me how it went. Your experience could help another guy take that first step. If this helped you, subscribe for more real talk on men's health after 50. No judgment, no embarrassment, just practical stuff that actually works. And share this with a friend who might benefit. Sometimes the best thing you can do for a buddy is give them information that could change their life. Until next time, this is Dr. Sophie Bernard reminding you that small changes lead to big results.